I went north because I usually try and just sort of cut across the map.
Okay.
She has great turret angles as well, and in the event that they add fire control radars to anti-surface radars to the game, Kongou
I
has.
get to feed my duck.
Uh-oh, 2 Atlantas. Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm feeding my duck.
What are we doing with your duck?
I said I'm gonna finally get to feed my duck.
Oh,
Quack, quack. Mofo.
thought you were talking about your dog. We're going to feed my dog.
Oh,
said
no, I heard duck.
Ducky ducky.
Quack, quack.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a way of translating the name.
I know, no.
Well, it's because it is spelt with the...
Yes.
as opposed
I
to
know why
the-
it is. It's very funny
Yeah.
to me, that's all.
My issue is that most English transliterations don't make any distinction between the two when there's a difference in sound.
Well, that's a high rate of fire, at least.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, at least the 10 centimeter fires faster than the 12.
I know it never actually got built, but I would love to see the Yamato with the full 100 centimeter AA suite.
The hypothetical.
100 centimeter, holy crap.
Oh.
Millimeter.
Fire 1 round an hour.
Maybe we could do that one as well. I guess.
Japanese AA is built different.
Yeah, intercontinental AA.
No, it should be only AA. No ground purpose, just AA purpose.
What is...
Yeah, it can't low angle fire, it's HA.
There have been guns of that caliber in existence, I've just realized, but
100
Yes.
centimeter.
not many.
I'm gonna guess like
Doors.
old shot, cannon and shot era.
Older than that, I mean like the ones they used to blast the walls of Constantinople.
Yeah.
And then some rather
Makes
large
sense.
mortars from the First World War.
I mean, didn't the Germans have like retarded little... No, that was 80 centimeter.
Yeah. It was 30 inch, not 40 inch.
Fired once a month.
Should note that, whatchamacallit,
36 inch.
the 10 centimeter upgrade is a current suggestion on the forums.
But
Oh, for the
it's
Yamato?
not even like a... It's not
Yeah.
even like a blueprinted thing. Lord.
Yeah, to my knowledge, it was just a vague projected, like, we want these.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, on the next one, on the next Yamato, there was like a hypothetical of like, well, this is what we would like to do.
Yeah, it was gonna
They
be...
probably would have done it, because they did it with Taiho, for example.
Yeah.
Which hit them to 10 centimeters. But it's like, it's not even a blueprint, it's just a hypothetical.
I believe Hull 111 is the one that they're asking for that, which would be the one.
Hull 111 would be the A140 design.
Yeah, it would be the unfinished Hull 111.
Yeah,
And
that
they're
was
like-
even laid down.
No, that was. Hull 110 was Shinano, Hull 111 was laid down and complete. Or was it
No, I
Hull
guess-
110 that was laid down and complete? I thought, okay, so Yamato was Hull 108, Musashi was Hull 109,
Which means Shinano would be 110.
and 111 was the fourth of the Yamato class that got scrapped, basically.
Yeah, because they realized it was a waste of
warship number
resources.
111, warship number 9.
Oof. Sag.
Either
They realized
way,
it was fucking stupid to build it.
I mean,
Man, this is expensive.
Yeah.
I would totally be in favor of seeing that. I'd also like to see Atlanta, or not, I'd like to see Montana.
I mean, you can absolutely suggest it, just because, here's another thing, they also proposed A150, that's apparently a valid suggestion.
How the fuck is that a valid suggestion? It's not even a finished design.
How is that a
We should
valid
all-
suggestion? Yamato, but substitute triple 18 for twin 20. There you go.
Maybe because
That's how
the criteria for Gaijin and the suggestions are different.
Damn thing.
True,
There was definitely multiple proposals, so yeah, you can absolutely propose in Montana. I believe Montana's proposed, if not, then yeah, by all means, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine someone hasn't suggested it by now.
I would be surprised if they hadn't.
They had builders models made for it already, so it's not like it was just paper.
Montana, yeah. But they never laid one down.
No, they ordered them, they got materials for them, and then cancelled them in June of 1940 and never uncancelled them.
Holy
I also
shit,
just
can
got a
fucking
direct
hit?
12-inch hit on an Atlanta turret.
Yeah, is that the destroyed 2 turrets on the side?
It did
Yeah,
nothing.
on the back. It destroyed 2 turrets and did nothing, yeah.
Our victory
Okay, that was something.
Well, I don't think anybody made a Montana suggestion. I recommend you make one.
That requires actually finding stuff to make it. Actually, I have stuff to make
Yeah,
it with.
that's
I have
my
a bunch.
Suggestion-
problem, too. That's why
Suggestion
I
moderation has looser standards, just for the record.
My experience
Yeah.
of moderators on the forums is that they're all dicks, though.
No, suggestion mods are pretty cool. I mean, fundamentally, the standards for suggestion moderation include Wikipedia as an exception set. So, like, you have your idea of the ballpark.
Yeah. I should also comment. You are not a dick.
There's a lot of thank you. There's a lot of whatchamacallit. There's a lot of destroyer suggestions for the U.S. Actually, let me first quickly check the
like,
previously suggested ideas.
It's like, what destroyers
I will
have we got
say-
for the U.S.?
Oh no, Montana Armored Cruiser was suggested. I was like,
what?
oh, they have Montana. Yeah, ACR 13.
Yeah, the one that they actually have plans for.
USS Tennessee. Oh, sorry, yeah, USS Tennessee class Armored Cruiser. USS Montana ACR 13. There's a USS Wyoming AG 17.
Yes, that's the 1945 refit of Wyoming.
The
Or the
fucking
entertainment.
beam thing with no 12-inch.
Yeah.
We have all the deck armor still and the barbettes, but there's no belt and all of the 12-inch guns. Actually, depends on which year, because like they took off the forward 12-inch guns and the rear 12-inch guns were kept, but by the end of World War II, all of the 12-inch guns were gone, and you had 5-inch 38 twins, singles, 3-inch 50s, 40 mils twins, quads, 20 mils singles, twins. You had basically every AA gun in use in the U.S. Navy on that ship at once. It would be hilarious because you would basically have a battleship hull with no armor and
Oh, they also passed the New Mexico gunnery training ship, USS Mississippi AG 128. Nice. But yeah, USS Mississippi with missiles, with anti-ship missiles and 8-inch guns replacing the 14-inch.
this Moffat that's just sitting here repairing me constantly is getting very annoying.
Or sorry, 6-inch dual purpose. So she has 6-inch DPs, she has 5-inch DPs, she has 3-inch single mounts, she has 40 mil Bofors, and then she has 2 Rim 2 Terrier SAM launchers.
Oh, the post-World War II replacement for Wyoming. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. The Mississippi that was refit with a lot of.
There
funny
was another one refit similar to that, I think, as well.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Actually, no, it's not
I don't know, it's alright.
I don't have
No.
anything relevant to say. It's completely irrelevant.
But yeah, so unfortunately, I don't want Yamato to be added in her 44 fit, despite the fact that there's another suggestion for that.
Clearly, you want Yamato in a 41 fit, Musashi in an as-sunk fit, and then...
Well, I wanted Yamato 45, Musashi 44, as in Tengo and Leiti, because it's more thematic.
So basically, you just want Yamato with blind fire radar.
No, because in 45 she'd actually lose some stuff because they were just fitting her for Final Voyage. In
Okay,
fact,
the Atlantis decided...
if you wanted to have Yamato with a radar of any capacity, fire control radar of any capacity, you're asking for her in 43, and you're asking for a really shit radar.
I know Yamato had blind fire radar at Samar.
She conducted fire control with her radar, but it wasn't a fire control radar.
She had a 22 go at Samar. It's
Yes,
not
but-
that was a 4S though.
Yeah, that's the question. I thought because...
the 4M, you typically do radar assisted firing.
Yeah, but it's feeding into... It's not feeding directly, because the... whatchamacallit room.
4M feeds all the information to the battery as well, directly.
Okay. Oh, that's
The
nice.
only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't stand in for the force speed part of correction.
So you need to...
Well, so yeah, with Japanese range finding, like range values, for example, are all average from all sources of information. So something like a 4M is still feeding all of its information to that, but the 4S has more correct linkage.
Fair enough, okay.
Okay.
So you can still use a 4M for fire control, it's just...
You can use
You're gonna need...
You can use a fucking 21 Go for fire control.
Cursed.
Well, that's what commented in one of the gunnery reports. That, like the gunnery officer on, I think it was Hyuga, commented that like, yeah, we could use the 21 Go for it, but it wasn't very useful outside of bearing.
Right.
Because it's a fucking shit wavelength.
Gaijin's gonna have to therefore probably elaborate on radar mechanics for naval a little bit.
I'm not even entirely sure what the 4S really did.
Well, good luck getting them to actually
4M
care.
is already pretty tight.
Well, they call it Shageki for a reason, so I mean, if they're gonna call it shooting radar, they're gonna be calling it for that reason.
It's an improved radar, but like, as far as its overall tolerances go, because they didn't change much of like pulse length and so on, it's already pretty close to what the 4M had for range accuracy. It's tighter, it's much tighter.
Right.
But like the 4M already was a pretty tight radar set.
Can I ask, why on earth
Like-
is Atlanta so resistant?
95.
Well, primarily it's because you have DD turrets, which generally are.
But that
Ow.
doesn't explain why I'm sitting there shooting massive holes in her waterline with my 12-inch HE and nothing is happening.
Oh, yeah, that's just the funny part of her. That's what I like about her. Well, that and also the fact that she's a fucking summoner and a Moffat strapped together.
I just want to
In a-
die. The game won't
In
let
a rather anachronistic pre-war fit, yeah.
me. Oh, we won.
With VT, my beloved. Never change Atlanta. Allow me to research the entire USN tree. I will get out on Iowa using Atlanta. Mark my. Well, unless they make her rank 6.
But no, I mean, the most I was gonna say is also the Yamato that you're referring to, that has had the experimental fire control set. Yeah, that's not a good set at all.
Oh yeah, no, it was reportedly notoriously shit.
The 22 Kai 3